I am the Lord, and I do not speak without purpose. Before you close your eyes or decide to walk away from this moment, listen closely. Every second you spend here is part of a divine plan. If you leave before I finish speaking, you are not just ignoring my words, you are turning away from the blessings that have already started to flow into your life. Some things can only be unlocked when the heart stays open. If you walk away out of disrespect, you will find yourself walking in darkness, and the light that once guided you will fade away. I speak not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Many have taken my voice lightly, treating it as just another sound, and filled their lives with confusion. But now, I speak to you with love and authority. This is not just a message you're watching. It is from the Creator, the one who knew you before you were born, the one who planned every moment of your life before time began. It is no accident that you are here right now. This moment was meant for you, set aside from eternity for me to speak to you. Do not take this lightly, for the weight of this moment is great. Many have stood before me, yet hardened their hearts. Many have heard my call, but chose to listen to the noise of the world instead. Do not make that same mistake. I am the one who gives life and takes it. Your breath is not yours to own, it was given to you with purpose, and it will not be taken without reason. Everything is in my hands. I am the beginning and the end. When I speak, the heavens bow, the mountains shake, and the seas calm. And now I am speaking to you. If you listen, you will find life. But if you reject my voice, you reject the very source of your existence. This is not about religion or feelings, this is about my presence, which surrounds you now, though you may not see it with your eyes. Understand this. Every word I speak is filled with spirit and life. What touches your heart right now is not a passing feeling. It is eternity entering into time. This moment is sacred. What might seem like just a few minutes in front of a screen is, in reality, a meeting that was planned before the world began. It is the turning point of your eternal journey. Therefore, quiet the distractions around you. Close the doubts that rise within you. Block out the noise from notifications and racing thoughts. Let me speak to your spirit. I did not come in a show of human grandeur. I did not appear with flashing lights or loud sounds. I come with a quiet but powerful voice that changes lives. The same voice that called Moses from the burning bush, that anointed David in the fields, that strengthened Elijah in the cave, is the same voice calling to you now. Do not think it's just a coincidence, or that it's just a video you stumbled upon. No, I set this moment in motion, carefully arranging every detail for my word to reach you. Nothing happened by chance, nothing was an accident. Your heart was chosen to hear me, and this time must not be wasted. I am God, and everything I do is purposeful. Every tear you shed has been counted, every silent cry of your soul has been heard. And now, I tell you that if you stay and listen, I will reveal to you what has been hidden. But if you reject it, you will not remain unaffected, for my voice does not return without accomplishing its purpose. So stay. This is your call to stop everything and focus on what is eternal. Do not let yourself be distracted. Do not run away. Do not return to the noise. Listen to me all the way through, for your life can be changed in this very moment. Comment now. I choose to remain in God's presence. This is the decision made before the heavens to not turn away from my voice, to not dismiss what I have prepared for you. Every comment you make is more than just words on a screen. It is a public statement of your faith, a declaration that you remain with me and will not turn away, I am the Lord, the eternal God, without beginning or end. When I speak, it is not just empty sound that fills the air, but decrees that hold up the heavens and the earth. Your life is not ruled by luck or the opinions of others, but by me. I knew you before you took your first breath, before your bones were even formed in your mother's womb. I had already written every day of your life in my book. Nothing about you is hidden from me, nothing escapes my sight. Listen closely, for it is not a human voice speaking to you now. It is not words that have been carefully prepared to move you. It is my very voice that fills this moment and reaches into your spirit. If you could open the eyes of faith, you would see that the heavens bow when I speak. The stars, though they seem countless, obey my command. The wild sea knows the boundaries I set for it. The wind that blows through the mountains moves at the sound of my breath. Everything that exists listens to my voice, and I have chosen to speak to you now. Do not think this is small or unimportant. This moment is bigger than you can understand. Many kings have longed to hear my voice but did not. Many wise men have searched for wisdom that only my spirit can give. But to you, I make this known. Not because of your strength, not because of your perfection, but because my love has reached you. Do not take lightly the power of my word. When I said, "Let there be light," the darkness that had reigned from the beginning was cast away. When I called Moses from the burning bush, I turned a man who had no faith into the leader of a nation. When I anointed David in the field, I transformed a forgotten shepherd into a king after my own heart. When I spoke to Elijah in the quiet of the cave, I gave him new strength so that he could rise and continue his journey. The same voice that lifted prophets and kings is now calling you by name. You are not here by chance. It is no accident that you are reading these words right now. This is proof that my sovereignty is in control of everything, and nothing escapes my notice. I am not a distant God who only speaks of the past. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And right now, I have chosen to speak to you. So do not close your heart, and do not think that this is just a fleeting emotion or random coincidence. It is the God of the universe bending down to say to you, "I see you, I know you, I am calling you." You are too important to me for you to wander without purpose. What you hear now did not come from the mind of man, but from the Spirit that searches the deepest parts of your soul. When I speak, even those who do not wish to hear my voice feel it, for my words reach deeper than anything else can. They go into the wounds you hide, the thoughts you keep to yourself, and into the parts of your heart that you fear to face. I am the truth that uncovers what is hidden, but I am also the love that heals. Pay attention, for if you turn away from what I am saying, you are not just rejecting good words, you are rejecting life itself. Outside of me, there is no salvation, no other way, and no other source. I am who I am, and there is no one like me. I do not speak to entertain you. I speak to change you. I do not open the heavens to waste words, but to give life. Every phrase I speak is a breath of eternity for your soul. Every word is a flame that burns away lies and reveals the truth. This is not a time to play or doubt. It is a time to believe that I, your Creator, have come to show you that you have not been forgotten. And as my voice cannot be stopped, I now command it to reach those you care about too. This message is not only for you, but for all those who need to wake up. Share this with someone who needs to hear my voice today. Do it not just as an act of kindness, but as an act of obedience. By sharing this, you become a tool to reach others. And just as I never stop rewarding, Those who help spread my word will receive a double reward from my presence. Don't think you're here by accident. You didn't find this message, I found you. Before time even began, before the stars were placed in the sky, I set aside this moment to speak to you. Nothing in your life happens by chance. I am the one moving the pieces. The place where you are right now, the exact moment you decided to listen, all of it was already written in my eternity. I've seen every twist in your journey. I've seen the smiles you gave on the outside while tears fell on the inside. I've witnessed the times you felt unnoticed, when no one seemed to understand the pain you carried deep within. And now I tell you, you are not invisible to me. You are the focus of my gaze, the fruit of my eternal love, and part of my perfect plan. So do not run from this moment. Do not dismiss what you are receiving now, because these words are for you and only you. Many rush through life, too busy to hear the eternal. But I interrupted your routine. I quieted the noise. I arranged the details of your life so you could be here. Nothing was by accident. It was my hand that brought you here. I didn't let you stumble here without purpose. It is my voice that breaks through everything to reach you. Pay close attention. This is not just a video you're watching, nor a simple spiritual message. It is God Himself coming down to the earth to speak directly to your heart. It is a divine visit, a meeting that was set before the world even began. I prepared this hour because I love you so much, and my love is so deep that I could not let you continue without hearing me. I did not forget you. When you thought no one cared, I was there. When you said, "No one understands me," I already knew everything about you, even the things you couldn't put into words. When you thought about giving up, I had already placed your life in my hands. When you believed you were worthless, I had already paid the highest price to rescue you. Now I speak to you directly. It is time to understand that you are not just a forgotten face in the crowd. You are loved, you are unique, you are chosen. This call is personal, intimate, and meant just for you. I don't speak in general terms. I speak to you. My words are not random. They are meant for the right heart at the right time, and that heart is yours now. Don't say you're not ready, because it's up to you to prepare yourself. It's not about me getting you ready. It's about you opening your heart. Don't say you don't deserve this, because my grace doesn't depend on your worthiness. I already knew your faults, your failures, your mistakes, and still, I chose to love you. This is not by chance. It's a part of your eternal destiny. And your destiny now is to hear me and respond to my love. So stay. Remain here. This message is like the bread that comes down from heaven to feed your hungry soul. If you leave before the right moment, you will miss the nourishment already offered. It is not for tomorrow, it is for right now. I, the Lord, am calling you now, and I ask you to show your faith. Like this video and subscribe, because every time you do, you make room for more lives to be touched by my word. It's not just a simple action on a screen, it's a prophetic act. When you choose to stay, when you show that you want to keep listening, you're declaring that you choose life, truth, and my presence. I am God, and nothing in me is random. I don't waste words, I don't waste encounters, and I don't waste lives. Everything has a purpose, and the purpose of this moment is to bring you back to the center of my heart. So don't think this is just another ordinary experience. You are having an eternal encounter. This is my voice. This is my call. This is the opportunity I have set before you. I am the Lord, and I see what no one else can see. I look into the hearts of people, even when their lips speak of faith. I know the difference between those who say, "Lord, Lord," and those who truly give their lives to me. Many seek me with their words, but their hearts are far from me. Many appear devoted, but deep down, they have already decided not to follow me. Listen, my child, for I speak to you. How many times have I touched your soul, only for you to turn away? How many times have you heard my call in the quiet of the night, but chose the noise of the world instead? How many signs, warnings, and chances have I sent you, only for you to harden your heart? I do not speak to judge you, but to open your eyes. For anyone who keeps rejecting my voice is walking into darkness, even though they may think they are safe. A hardened heart doesn't happen overnight. It forms slowly, every time you choose pride over humility, every time you listen to lies instead of truth, every time you choose noise over quieting yourself before me. And before you know it, you've built walls so high that my word cannot reach you. I am the one who gives you breathe. The air you breathe right now is my gift to you. You did not create your own life. It is no accident that your days continue. It is my hand that keeps you standing. Yet how many times do you act as though you do not need me? How often do you forget that without me, there would be no life, and without me, there is no true purpose? Hardening your heart blocks you from what you really need. For when you resist my voice, you are resisting the only source of eternal life. I am not just one option among many. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Whoever turns away from me is turning away from life itself. My child, do not close your ears when I speak to you, because every time you harden your heart, you move farther away from my grace. Every time you ignore me, your heart becomes colder. And I do not want to see you lost in this state. I do not want your heart to become like stone, unable to feel the touch of my spirit. Think back and remember how many times my spirit has convicted you, but you silenced my voice. How many times have you said tomorrow when I called you today? But tomorrow is not in your hands. Tomorrow belongs to no one. Hardening your heart is dangerous because it leads you to believe you have time, that you can decide later. But I tell you, today is the right time. Today is the day of salvation. I am patient and long-suffering, but do not mistake my patience for indifference. I continue to call, but the heart that keeps closing itself will no longer recognize my voice. And when this happens, the person believes they are fine, but they are drifting further from life. So, my child, do not turn away from my call. Do not be like those who hardened their hearts in the desert, who saw my signs, felt my presence, and still tested me. They did not enter my rest because they resisted my voice. Learn from their mistake. I call you to not make the same error of unbelief. Let my word enter the places where you once shut me out. Allow me to break down the pride that has built walls around your heart. Allow me to soften the heart that has grown cold. For I did not come to destroy, I came to give life. But I cannot bless a heart that refuses to open the door to me. My child, if you realize that your heart has hardened, cry out to me. I can change your heart of stone into one of flesh. I can undo what seemed impossible. I can reignite the fire where only ashes were left. I can make rivers flow in the dry desert of your soul. But do not wait. Do not harden your heart again. Do not delay repentance. Life is a fleeting breath. The days are short, and I call you now. For every time you resist, darkness creeps closer. Every time you ignore my voice, you move farther from the peace that only I can bring. I am God, and before me there is no deceit. I can see through your masks. I can see past your religious acts. I can see through all the excuses you make. And yet I call you not because you need to be perfect, but because you need to be genuine. I do not turn away a broken heart, but I cannot bless a hardened heart until it chooses to surrender. Do not close your ears. Do not close your eyes. Do not close your heart. Stay open to my voice. I want to transform you. I want to set you free. I want to restore you. But the decision is yours, my child. I know the paths you have walked. I have seen the times you sought to fill your heart with pleasures that last only a moment, yet fade quickly like smoke. You chased after the praise of others. You pursued success as the world defines it, and you dedicated yourself to things that do not last. But in the end, you always felt empty because nothing made by human hands can replace the Creator. The world gave you pleasures that only left you thirstier. It offered you fame that only made you feel more alone. It gave you knowledge that brought no peace but only restlessness. You tried many things, but always came back to the same place: a broken heart, a weary spirit, a hungry soul. And through it all, the enemy's voice whispered lies to you. It told you that you were worthless, that you were born to suffer, that you would never change, that you were doomed to fail. It tried to make you believe that you were alone, that no one cared, and even that I could not forgive you. These words were like chains that held you captive, making you believe you were too small to deserve my love. But I tell you the truth. You are precious because I created you with my own hands. You were made in my image. You are not the result of chance, luck, or some random accident. I shaped you with purpose, and though the world may try to erase the mark I placed on you, it is still there, deep in your soul. You are not garbage, nor a mistake, nor something that should be discarded. You are loved, chosen, and called. The emptiness you feel does not mean you are lost beyond repair. It shows that you were made for me. This emptiness is the space meant for my presence. Nothing can fill it because nothing compares to my spirit. As long as you look outside for what only I can give you, you will always end up feeling tired, let down, and broken. But when you turn to me, you will find that I am the source that never runs dry, the living water that satisfies forever. The enemy knows this, and that is why he fills your mind with lies. He tries to keep you spinning in circles, always searching for things that will never fulfill you. He promises freedom but gives you chains. He offers joy, but it fades quickly, leaving you with tears when the laughter stops. He promises you will find yourself, but only leaves you feeling more lost. Listen to my voice. Stop believing the lies of the one who came only to steal, kill, and destroy. I am the truth that will set you free. I am the light that will push back the darkness. I am the bread of life that nourishes your soul. I am the water that will quench your thirst. I never fail, and I will never leave you. Today, I am breaking the chains that lies have placed around you. Today, I declare that you are not the result of chance, but part of my eternal plan. Today, I offer you the truth. You have value because I gave my life for you. You have a future because I wrote every detail of your story. You are not a prisoner of what was done to you or what others have said about you. You are free when you stay with me. It doesn't matter how long you believed the lies, or how many years you spent chasing things that didn't last. What matters now is that you stand in the truth. What truly matters is that now my voice is breaking the chains that have kept you trapped. I ask for a sign of faith. Write 777 in the comments. I believe that God is breaking the lies and bringing fullness into my life. This number is not just a symbol, but a spiritual declaration of victory. Every time you write it, you declare that you choose my perfect plan, the completeness of my work, the fullness of my presence. It is a prophetic act that shatters deception and seals your faith in my truth in the spiritual realm. My child, do not remain in emptiness any longer. Stop believing that your destiny is to suffer. Come to me, and I will give you life in abundance, for only I can fill your heart with what is eternal. My child, I am patient and long-suffering, but do not mistake my patience for delay. The time of grace is not endless as you may think. I have called you many times. I have shown you signs. I have stirred your heart in nights of pain. I have spoken to you in silence, even through suffering. And yet, you resist, as if there will always be a guaranteed tomorrow. But I tell you, this may be the last chance you have to hear my voice. Hardening your heart is dangerous because it makes you think that there will always be more time. It tells you that you can wait, that you can put it off, that you still have a chance to change. But I am the one who controls your breath. And when I say enough, no effort from anyone can extend your life. This is not an empty threat. It is the truth. I am the beginning and the end, the giver and the taker. Today, as you hear my voice, do not harden your heart. For if you reject this call, it will not be me who shuts the door, but you, with your own choice. I do not force myself on anyone. I do not break the heart that chooses to close. I honor your decision, but I want you to understand, every time you say no to my spirit, you are pushing yourself further from life. I do not want you to perish. I did not send my Son to condemn you, but to save you. But if you turn away from the sacrifice, what is left but emptiness and death? The time has come for you to decide. Time is running out. The days are getting shorter. The world is shouting with countless voices, trying to steal your attention, but only one voice can lead you to eternal life, mine. Do not treat the sacred lightly. Do not ignore a word that has the power to change your life forever. Many have heard my call, resisted it, and now they cry out with no answer. Not because I am not merciful, but because they rejected it when they had the chance. Let this not be your story. Do not let contempt close a door that could have been opened. Look around you. See how many have left suddenly, how many have passed without time for one last plea, and still, you believe that life will always give you another chance. But I tell you, today is the gift I am offering you, and tomorrow is not guaranteed. Today is the moment. Today is the day of salvation. I do not speak to frighten you, but to awaken you. I am not far away, I am near. I knock at your door, and if you hear me and open, I will come in and share life with you. But if you keep closing the door, the day will come when you will no longer hear my voice, because time will run out, and when that hour comes, there will be no turning back. Do not delay any longer. The decision you put off may change everything. You were not made to live in darkness. You were not destined for condemnation. I have called you to life, to a relationship with me, to a purpose that lasts forever. But to receive this, you must choose. You cannot remain in the middle. You either accept my voice or reject it. I offer you life, peace, and forgiveness. But do not expect these things while you continue to follow the distractions of the world. You must turn to me now with sincerity, with repentance, and with a humble heart. And if you do, you will see that I am quick to forgive, generous in restoring you, and faithful to fulfill everything I have promised. And I give you a command of love. Share this message now with someone who needs to return to me before it is too late. Do not keep to yourself what I have given you. Become a vessel for others to wake up, because the urgency is not only yours. There are many who are on the brink of being lost, and I want to use you as a tool of life. When you share, you join me in my plan. My child, I call you once more. Repent, for time is running out. Not tomorrow, not later, but right now. As my voice echoes in your heart, respond. Tomorrow is not promised, but today can change your future forever. I am the Lord who calls you with love and patience. Listen, I will not force open the door of your heart. I do not invade your will. True love does not push itself on you. It invites. I knock at your door, and if you open, I will come in. Not as a guest who comes and leaves, but as a father returning home, as a loyal friend who stays by your side, as a doctor coming to heal what no one else can. You carry wounds that time has not healed. There are pains so deep that even you have hidden them from yourself. Scars that never healed because they have been watered by secret tears. But I tell you, no wound is hidden from me. I see what you try to cover up. I know what you pretend not to feel. You can hide from others. You can smile while your heart is breaking, but nothing is hidden from me. And I do not turn away from you because of that. On the contrary, this is exactly why I came to heal the brokenhearted and free the captives of the soul. Do not fear my gaze. Many believe that if I saw all they carry, I would turn away. But I have already seen it all. I know it all. And still, I love you. When everyone judged you for your actions, I saw what you could still become. When they told you there was no way back, I was already preparing the path for your return. When you thought you were lost, I was already planning your restoration. Listen, my child. I am the God who heals what seems beyond healing. What doctors say is impossible, I make possible. What your mind believes is finished, I restore. What your enemies have taken from you, I will return to you, and it will be multiplied. The painful memories you carry, I will turn into a powerful testimony. The times you stumbled and felt ashamed, I will turn into steps toward victory. I specialize in transforming ashes into beauty, turning tears into laughter, and turning defeat into triumph. Remember what the enemy has stolen from you. Remember the times you felt worthless. I was there watching over you. I saw every lie they told you, every harsh word they spoke that tried to destroy your sense of self. But I also saw the seed I placed in you, and it did not die. I nourished it with my grace, and now it is blooming once more. Do not believe you are beyond repair. Do not believe that your heart is too broken to be healed. I am the potter, and when the clay breaks in my hands, I do not throw it away. I reshape it, mold it again, and restore it in such a way that the final result is greater than what it was before. I waste nothing. Even your flaws, I will turn into part of the masterpiece I am creating in you, something that has already been released from heaven, but it depends on how quickly you respond. Do not delay this moment. Don't let your thoughts wander. Don't let anything pull you away from this moment. I am calling you urgently, and if you stay with me until the end, you will understand why this word cannot be heard halfway. Pay close attention to every detail, as if your life is being rewritten right now, because it is. Have you noticed how the atmosphere around you has felt heavier lately? The days feel longer in silence. like time itself is testing you, as if something is watching while you care for everyone else. But almost no one sees that you, too, need care. There is an invisible battle being fought behind what seems like ordinary days. While you worry about the person who isn't improving, the relationship that's falling apart, with a problem that always resurfaces when you think you'll finally get a break. You've been praying for a way out, trying to stay strong, but deep down, you feel that something is about to break. And that's exactly why I've brought you here today. You need to understand that the miracle you've been waiting for is already on its way. It's no longer just a promise. It's been released. But there's one thing your heart must understand. If you don't open your eyes now, if you don't align yourself with what I am showing you right at this moment, it will pass you by without you even realizing. Not because I don't want to give it to you, but because your focus is being pulled away by distractions. The blessing is already descending, but there is a blockage in your faith, and that's why I speak to you so urgently. I'm not asking for something small. I'm calling you to make an urgent change, because the time is now. You live in a world where so many things demand your attention: news, worries, unexpected sickness, that uncertain diagnosis you received, and people around you who need more than you have to give. Yet, you keep trying to hold it all together, protecting your loved ones. Trying to be a refuge when you don't even know where to seek shelter. I see you, and I don't just look. I've entered time itself to move the pieces you can't reach. But for this to happen, I need your trust, for you to stay here and absorb everything until the end. I am revealing something you need to hear with all your heart, without rushing or distractions. This isn't just any video. This isn't just an ordinary word. This is a turning point. It's as if heaven has paused just for you right now. And if you truly believe, if you can disconnect from your worries for just a moment and focus on what I am showing you, the healing that once seemed far away will begin to touch you. The answer you thought was impossible is already making its way to you, through a path you didn't expect. Liberation is prepared, and honor is being restored where there was once shame. But there is a quiet enemy right now, trying to pull your spirit away. You want to leave before I finish speaking. Don't allow it. There is something hidden in every word I'm sharing now. It's far greater than you realize. Do you remember how many times you tried on your own and failed? Think of how many things you put off, how many sleepless nights you had because of that sick family member, how many tough talks with your children where they didn't understand what you were doing for them. I was there in each of those moments, and in every one, you were not without my gaze. But the reason this message comes to you today with such urgency is because the time for restoration is close. Not just any restoration, but one where even the most painful memories will lose their hold over you. I ask you now to take me seriously. Maybe you've heard inspiring words before, and maybe they moved you. But what I'm telling you now is not just a message, it is a call from heaven. The time you are living in can no longer afford spiritual delays. If you doubt, the doors remain open, but the moments that matter may move to someone else. I don't want you to miss out on what I have prepared for you, not after everything you've gone through, not after carrying so much in silence. That's why you need to listen closely to what is being revealed to you. There is a clear difference between those who hear and those who truly receive. And those who stay until the end are the ones who will witness the glory that others, distracted by the noise, will never see. You are just one step away from change, and that's why voices of opposition are growing louder around you. People who doubt your steps, who belittle your confidence, who mock your spiritual choices. Don't take this as a coincidence. This is resistance. Something incredibly valuable is about to come into your life, and that's why the enemy is trying to push you out of your place of waiting. But I have already set things in order. Nothing can stop what I have planned for you. All I ask is that you stay still. Please keep listening, because right now, the details that complete this promise are being spoken to you. Do not waste this moment for anything. Keys are turning in the unseen. Doors are opening that no one can see. And the full revelation will come at the end of this message. This moment is one that changes entire yours. What I am about to do in you will not only affect your life, but it will impact the lives of your descendants. It will reach those you don't even know how to help. It will break chains of illness. It will stop the cycles of pain that have repeated through your family. The things that have been passed down from generation to generation will be broken by your persistence today. The curse is canceled. The affliction no longer holds power. But my work cannot be completed unless you are paying attention to every sign of it. Don't let distractions pull you away. Everything you need is right here. Every prayer you thought went unanswered is now being answered, not with distant promises, but with real actions that are already in motion. There is no mistake in the time you've been given to live. Even though everything may feel unclear, even though your plans have been interrupted and you thought you had failed, I have been there all along. The reason you are here today, hearing this, is because the waiting period is turning into a time of harvest. But for that to happen, you must activate your faith in a way you haven't before. Mechanical prayers and half-hearted belief are no longer enough. What is needed now is complete surrender, full attention, and a heart that is open and undivided. Those who believe halfway will only receive small portions, but those who surrender completely will receive a cup that overflows. That is why I ask you to stay until the end. Listen to each word as if you are hearing the Father guiding the steps of His Son. Do you understand how much you have endured? Do you remember the times you held back tears in the quiet of your room? The times you hid your pain behind a smile to protect your loved ones from worry? I have seen every action, and that is why I chose to intervene. Miracles are coming in the form of reunions. Promises are being fulfilled in places you never imagined. And through every part of this message, the path you need to follow is being shown. Keep paying attention. Do not lose focus, not even for a moment. If this message touches your spirit, speak it out loud. Write a comment that shows your surrender. Your words make things happen. Like, subscribe, and share, so the wind of healing that has reached you can also reach those who need it most. This message is not just for you. You are the chosen one to bring this movement into homes that are on the edge of falling apart. By sharing this, you are not simply sharing a video, but you are planting healing, answers, and insight. Every person who hears it will be moved by what lies beneath the surface. Don't take lightly what is happening right now. You thought this was just another video, but I brought you here to mark the beginning of change. Those who stay until the end will hear the revelation that changes everything. You may not see it yet, but the heavens themselves are watching right now, paying attention to what you decide with both your mind and your heart. There is something set in your favor, so close and so carefully placed in front of you, that any sign of giving up could delay it all. And even though the days seem to drag on and the silences feel louder than words, I am whispering guidance through the noise of your daily life. There is a battle hidden in the details that no one else sees. They see your actions. They hear your words, but they don't notice the constant effort it takes for you to keep going. Those on the outside can't understand what it takes to maintain a home, to care for your loved ones, to carry inner pain while wearing a smile. But I see, and I understand the weight of every choice made in the privacy of your heart, every sacrifice no one else noticed but was made out of love. That's why when I say a miracle is on its way, I say it with certainty, knowing that heaven has already begun to move and what seems stuck on earth has already been set in motion above. All you need to do is align your spirit with what the Father has already released. The issue is that many people miss their blessings because they focus too much on what hasn't yet appeared. They forget that the invisible moves first, and faith doesn't require explanations. It requires positioning. Even when new challenges arise, you stay standing. That is not just human strength. It is divine protection. If it were all up to circumstances, you would have given up long ago. But what keeps you going, even when there is no visible proof, is the breath of hope that I continue to renew within you. And that is exactly what has unsettled the enemy, your unshakable trust. Remember that situation you thought was hopeless, that diagnosis that stopped you in your tracks, that family struggle you thought would never end, that wrong choice from the past that you thought would define you. I am the God who changes situations, who restores what was broken, and who creates paths where there seemed to be none. What has brought you here was not the strength of your arguments, but the strength of my mercy. It never fails, it is never delayed, and it always acts. Right now, something is stirring inside you. Maybe it's the sense that the time has finally come. Perhaps it's a quiet warmth filling your heart for no clear reason. That's me, reaching you from within, reigniting what once felt cold. It's my voice sweeping away the ashes of doubt and reigniting the flame of your faith. Don't ignore this. Stay with me until the end. Don't waste a moment, because I don't speak without purpose. There's a weight from your past that still lingers inside you, even though no one speaks of it. You know how it holds you back. But I tell you, I don't build from your past. I move with purpose. When I decide to use someone, I don't focus on their mistakes. I look at the willingness of their heart. And your heart, though tired, remains willing. That willingness is what draws the miracle toward you, not your actions, but who you are to me. Stay, hold on, remain attentive as someone waiting for a promise that is about to come true. Don't let the voices of doubt, mockery, or distractions pull you away from this place. For those who stay, for those who surrender without holding back, the full measure of what I've prepared will be revealed. That old dream you kept hidden out of fear of failing again, today I am bringing it back to life. And no, it has not come too late. Age, human limits, medical reports, none of that limits my power. I am not controlled by statistics or possibilities. I work in what others call impossible, and what many consider unlikely is the perfect foundation for me. That's why this message comes to you with such strength. It doesn't just comfort, it awakens and moves you. If your heart is opening up and something inside you is stirring as you read, write this in the comments. I choose to trust in what God promised. It's not just a saying, it's a spiritual declaration. Every declaration of faith creates room for the supernatural. Place your path in the hands of the Lord. Trust Him, and He will handle the rest. This word is alive, reaching parts of you that you may not have even realized needed healing. You spent so much time asking why that you forgot to seek the purpose behind it all. I never allowed pain without a purpose. Even the moments that caused you hurt have been part of your preparation. You were in punishment, it was shaping. It wasn't abandonment, it was building. Now you are ready to receive what only those who have walked through the desert can achieve. That's why you can't turn back now. Even if no one else sees it, I still see your potential because I have never stopped believing in you. If you stay focused, I will show you the truth in every small detail. I am arranging connections, opening paths, restoring broken relationships, bringing healing to your body and peace to your soul. But there's one condition you must follow. Don't interrupt your listening. There is a specific moment when the key will turn, and that moment is very close. There is someone you mention to me daily, someone who needs deliverance, healing, or clarity. I know that person's name. Your prayer has not been forgotten. Your cry has pushed things into motion, and what is beginning to unfold now is the result. That person will be touched, not by your constant effort, but by the spiritual faith you have put into action. And when you least expect it, change will start to happen in your home. You wonder if there is still time. I answer you, time does not control the promise. The promise controls time. I have already entered your time, and I am speeding up processes that seem frozen for years. I am moving people, removing barriers, and opening doors. The best part is, none of this requires you to prove anything to anyone. It is God who works, not you. I know there are times when discouragement comes disguised as routine. You carry on with tasks, solve unexpected problems, even put on a smile for others, while inside, it feels like the flame is fading. This is exactly why this message is reaching you now, before your faith begins to fade. I am breathing new life into your soul. I have not forgotten you. I have urgently remembered you and chosen you to be a living example of what I can do. Don't compare yourself to others. I have called you to a special, unique path. And no opinion from the outside can change what was written about you in the heavens. I do not follow human decisions. I fulfill divine promises. What has been set from the very beginning is now starting to come to life. Even when the situation seems to say no, my yes still stands. That is why you are here, paying attention to every word. Many things you don't understand right now will start to make sense after hearing this. When I speak, I reveal. When I reveal, I guide. And when I guide, no one will go astray. Even though it may seem confusing now, I already hold the full plan. I need you to trust in every step, even the small ones that may seem insignificant, because great things come from simple acts of faith and obedience. You've already taken the first step just by staying here. Do you remember the day when everything seemed to fall apart, and you thought it was the end? That was actually the start of something much greater that you couldn't yet see. I built on what was broken, I wrote on the pages that were torn, and I gave life where others had already said there was none. Now, I am reorganizing what's inside you so that nothing from the outside will destroy what God has already shaped in you. There are angels around you right now. Even if you can't see them, they are working, protecting your home, touching those who need healing, and guarding your loved ones. All of this is the result of the faith you've held on to, the quiet prayer between your daily tasks, the soft praise so no one would hear. I have heard every sound, received every request, and now I am responding with deliverance that you might not yet see. It's time to believe with renewed strength, to stand as one who has already received. even though it isn't visible yet. True faith doesn't wait for signs, it moves based on conviction. And that conviction has already been placed in your heart. She will support you through the difficult days. She will quiet the voices that contradict and keep the promise alive when everything feels uncertain. I am light, and where I am, darkness cannot remain. If you feel something different now, it is not an illusion or just an emotion. It is my presence, my touch, and my confirmation. The more you immerse yourself in this word, the more revelation I will pour into you. Your spirit aligns with mine, and what once seemed unclear will start to make sense. I am the one who brings understanding and gives clarity to decisions you've put off. The new phase in your life won't be a repeat of the past. It will be a revolution. I do not recycle pain. I renew purpose. What's coming is not just a fresh start, but a full restoration, something new and whole that will even surprise you. But only those who stay until the end of the revelation will experience it. That is why you must keep going. Every second is releasing more. What is coming will not happen by chance. It has been carefully planned long before you even noticed. I was in every little detail that seemed insignificant, in every action that went unappreciated, because all of these moments were shaping your journey for the exact moment when everything would come together. Do not fear the remnants of your past. In my work, they become the foundation. Do not stop because of what you used to be. What I can do now is far greater than your past mistakes. Stay strong. Hold on to the hope that I have placed in you. Stay awake, as one who watches a promise that is about to be fulfilled. Do not let the voices of doubt, mockery, or distractions move you from where you stand. For those who stay, those who surrender completely, will witness the full manifestation of what has already been set up for them. You have come this far carrying much more than words. You carry scars, difficult decisions, and wounds that few understand, but I know each of them deeply. A new spiritual atmosphere is being created around you. Something new is beginning to grow within you. And even though the outside world may not show visible changes yet, inside, transformation is already taking place. This is how the most powerful miracles begin: quietly, gently, and deeply personal. I don't make noise that fades quickly. I plant roots that grow deep, and what I am building in you now is a strong foundation, able to withstand storms and not be shaken by instability. You have always cared for others. You have been a support, a refuge, and a pillar, even when you silently cried out for help yourself. You chose to stay silent to keep others from worrying. That quiet dedication didn't go unnoticed. It was recorded in heaven as a symbol of love and a faith tested more by actions than words. Now it's time for me to repay every act of care with freedom and restoration. While you spent sleepless nights and faced endless worries, I was working in the unseen, arranging what no one could see. In that unexpected doctor's visit, in the bill that arrived before your paycheck, in the stressful phone call that shook you. I wasn't there to cause suffering, but to keep you steady, because some miracles only come under pressure. And you endured the process, the perfect timing to receive what others may have thought was impossible for you. The promises didn't fade away. They have been ripening for their appointed time. There are blessings that cannot come too early, so they aren't ruined by impatience. I know you well enough to know the exact moment to release what I've prepared. And that moment is now. The season of your harvest starts today. It doesn't matter who doubted you or what others have said. What is coming depends not on human approval, but on the connection between me and you. Even though pain may have tried to quiet your confidence, you never gave up on hope. Perhaps you prayed quietly, with a heavy heart and few words, but you kept believing. That persistence, that small thread of faith you held onto, was enough to keep the promise alive. I do not ask for perfect prayers. I value sincerity. Your honesty reached heaven, moved my heart, and now it is opening spiritual doors over your life. There are people you pray for every day, those you care for deeply, sometimes more than for yourself. I tell you now, none of those prayers have been lost. Every plea, every sigh of hope I have collected. Today, I am sending angels to places you cannot go. I bring peace to restless hearts. I give guidance to those who are lost. Because your prayers have power in the spiritual world. They move situations and change lives. If this word touches you in a special way, write it in the comments. God is working beyond what I can see. It won't just be a simple phrase. It will be a prophetic act, a declaration that you understand the miracle has already begun. The things that no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and what hasn't even entered the human mind, are what God has prepared for those who love Him. 1 Corinthians 2:9. Take this truth with faith. You are being shaped by something bigger than your fears. You are being prepared to experience a victory that will not just be yours, but will affect the lives of those around you. Because when I bless, I expand, and your blessing will not be small. It will reach generations and break barriers that once seemed impossible. My promise for your home is complete. I do not work halfway. I finish what I start. You may not realize it today, but miracles are already happening behind the scenes of your life. While it may seem like nothing has changed, the spiritual environment around you is shifting. I am removing people who were blocking your progress. I am healing old wounds. I am sharpening your sensitivity so you can begin to feel my presence in even the smallest things. I never stopped speaking to you. It was just that the noise around you made it hard to hear. The struggles you faced were not pointless. They taught you lessons that no human could explain. They made you stronger, more understanding, and more capable. And now, with its stronger heart, I can trust you with promises that require maturity. You are not here by accident. Time, the process, and faith have brought you to this moment. That is something of great value that should not be overlooked. Even in the everyday choices you thought went unnoticed, I was there. I kept you safe from decisions you didn't even see coming. I guided you away from paths that seemed safe but would have taken you away from your true destiny. Even when everything appeared to be stuck, I was moving everything into place. What you saw as a delay was not neglect. It was careful attention. Because those who love do not give just anything in any way. You may have thought I had forgotten about you, but I was actually protecting you for a time. Some blessings require preparation, and some promises are only fulfilled when the time is right. What you've been through up until now is proof that you are ready to receive what I have for you. Do not fear what is coming, nor doubt what is about to unfold, because I am the same one who promised and the same one who delivers. I have already set everything in motion for your good. When everything seems pointless, remember this: nothing was left incomplete. Every wound had a reason, every silence had a purpose. Every word in this message is bringing your understanding into line with my plan. Don't let anything distract you. What is being revealed here is important. It is the answer, the way forward. Those who stay until the end will see with their own eyes what their heart has already begun to sense. Hold out of hope. Stay watchful like one who guards a promise that is about to come true. Because those who endure to the end will see what has already started in the unseen world come to life. You have faced opposition, and that is to be expected when something great is on the way. Don't let this confuse you. The bigger the mission, the stronger the resistance. But your victory is already written, and no voice can undo what I have declared. The enemy may try to fill your mind with doubts, but my voice will always be louder. In this moment, I am speaking clearly to your heart, leaving no room for anything except the strength of your faith. Lift your eyes, breathe deeply, and believe again. You were not meant just to survive. You were meant to overcome, with purpose and meaning, the tears you held back, the dreams you set aside. All the hopes you placed on hold are being revived, because the season of fulfillment has arrived. The time has come for you to see with your own eyes what you kept alive through faith. The faith you held on to, even when you felt weak, is being honored now. I am faithful. Something is coming your way, bringing exactly what you need. You won't need to chase it down. I will deliver it to you. The right connection, the answer you've been searching for, the healing that seemed so far off, the peace you thought you lost, all of this is coming to you with precision. When I decide to act, I make no mistakes, and no door will remain shut that can stop my plan. The suffering you endured will not go to waste. It will become the foundation for something greater. It will be a testimony, a guiding light for others on a similar journey. What you went through wasn't just for you. It was preparation so that when I lift you up, you can help others who face the same struggles. Stop wondering if you deserve it or not. I don't bless based on merit. I bless because of my love.